As a business owner, you're always trying to optimize your tax position. One of the common areas you then will be looking at is tax deduction. As a tax accountant working with lots of different small business owners, I've noticed there's some common trends in areas that people actually overlook when it comes to tax deductions. Here are some of the most common areas. Let's start with vehicle deductions. And everyone's probably thinking, well, I know I can claim my vehicle. But it does get missed. The main situation this happens in is when someone purchases a vehicle prior to starting their business. They then start a business and are using that vehicle within the business, but they don't think they can claim anything. Now, how you claim this will depend on what type of structure as to whether it goes in your own name or in your company name. But overall, you want to make sure if you are using your vehicle for business, you are claiming it. You do have the two methods. I've talked about them a lot on this channel. You could either use the cents per kilometre method, where under that method, you're going to work out your number of business-related kilometres and use the cents per kilometre rate, which is 85 cents. Now, this isn't available for all entity types, so just check. Or we could use the logbook method, where we do a logbook for a continuous 12-week period that then lasts us for 5 years, and we claim the business-related percentage of all of our costs. So this includes things such as our fuel, our registration, our insurances, or our repairs on that vehicle. Now, there's lots of other considerations when you're running a business, GST on your vehicle, or even potential FBT, so fringe benefit tax obligations if you're claiming a vehicle. So make sure you speak to the ATO or your tax agent about these things to make sure you're across how vehicle deductions work for your business. The second area is home office claims. And with more and more people running businesses from home, whether it's full-time from home or just a part of their business from home, people need to be aware of what they potentially could claim as a home office claim. Now, typically, if you're working from home as a part of your business, you'll likely look under the actual cost methods, where you're claiming a percentage based on the actual cost of running your home office. Now, you need to be very careful in this case, because if you're running a business from home, you're running an income generating activity from home. And therefore your house, if you own it, may not be eligible for the main resident exemption in full, and therefore you could have capital gains implications when you sell. It's obviously going to impact those that own their own homes, and it's definitely an area you really want to speak to your tax agent about so you fully understand how this is going to potentially impact you. But overall, if you're working from home and you're not claiming anything, you're potentially missing out on quite a large amount of deductions, especially if those costs are high and your hours work from home, or even the floor space you're using is quite high. Something else you can do to best optimize your taxes is join my free email newsletter. The link is in the description of this video. Each week throughout the whole year, I drop tax tips and business tips to help you best optimize your taxes and better understand how you can get more out of your business. I'd love for you to join up. The link is in the description to this video. The third one is minor costs. And what I mean by this is people don't often claim those little things, but those little things add up. Whether it's $5, $5,000 or $500,000. If it's a deduction for your business, you want to make sure you're claiming it. Now, all those little ones might add up, and say we end up with $100 worth of deductions a week. If we don't claim these, we're missing out on $100 a week, which turns out to be $5,200 for a full year. Now, if we are on the average tax rate of 34.5 cents, that is $1,794 in tax that we are missing out on. We're paying that much extra in tax by not claiming these minor claims throughout the year. And this leads perfectly into the fourth one, which is people fail to include those expenses that are paid from personal funds. So whether that's from a personal bank account, personal credit card, or maybe you're paid in cash, you need to want to make sure if it's business related, it's being brought back into the business and claimed through your business. The easiest way that I tell my clients to do this is to have a business bank account. Maybe you've also got a business credit card, or maybe you've got multiple accounts, but make sure they're being used for just business purposes. Draw a regular wage out, that's no issues, but then you know everything else that's left is for business. And that way you're not going to forget about those expenses because you're not paying for stuff personally. If you do end up in the situation where you pay for it personally, you reimburse yourself in a timely manner so that you can see that expense coming back through. What you want to make sure, especially if you're using accounting software such as Xero, if you've got bank feeds activated, you've got them activated for all of your business accounts where your business expenses are going through. That way, if you're working through it yourself, or maybe you're working with an accountant or bookkeeper to reconcile things, you know that you're capturing everything related to your business. At the end of the day, an accountant's not going to know about an expense they don't know about. Now, I might go, well, I know you've got Xero and you're not paying for the Xero subscription, so I might ask you that question. But I might not know about that trip that you did for work when you had to fly interstate, because how am I meant to know if the expenses haven't gone through the business account? So make sure you're keeping all your expenses in one place to better optimize the ability for you to claim everything. Well, these may be some of the common areas that people do overlook. Some business owners may be eligible to claim some quite unique deductions. In this upcoming video, I've got some of the unique deductions that might be available to you as a business owner. I thank you for watching, and I hope to see you over there.